Hello and welcome back to Voidwar. We are starting off a new run today as the White. We're gonna try up Lightship. We're gonna play as Yigglehoo. That's a good demonic name. The White summons Rotspawn in a target room. Noxious dead, and we're gonna be playing on the new Ancient A, which we haven't yet got a win with. It is our most recent one. We're gonna call it Frostbearer. Nah, it's a boring name. Comet Secret? Come on, give us something good. Spirit of Gold. Crucible of the Ether? Flail of Mercy. All right, that we could go with. That feels like a Blight ship. This ship is weird. It has no weapon systems. It starts with a translocator. It has 2 missile bays with saber missiles and displacement bombs. So ideally, what we want to do is we want to find a bunch of things like acid bombs. And my hope is just to basically fill our ship with psychers that can summon things like Noxious Dead. We're gonna have to see how it all goes. This guy doesn't have any item slots, does he? Oh man, this is gonna be a weird run. We're playing on Torment 10. The God King has fallen. He has a weapon slot and a psychic slot. Okay. You have a translocator, but I can't imagine we really want to use it. An Imperial shrine up north. We got a weapons dealer. Or we have a shaman merchant. Let's go for the shaman merchant. Power axe. The legend continues. I mean, I guess let's give that to Apollo as well. I don't trust this yet. This ship belongs to the Cult of Blood. Can I get that chest? Come on. Go for the Rotspawn then. This guy's got a lot of weapons, including terror missiles. Well, now their ship is full of stink. I mean, it's possible they all die from poison right now. I'm gonna try to get this chest again. He is poisoned. He's got this Gene Soldier who's just like such a chunk. Okay, he died of poison. I don't want to blow up their ship yet, not until we can get that chest. $14 scrap metal, and we come back. I can't control Rotspawn, which is kind of an interesting thing. I want to waste a lot of missiles on this guy. Not really. The Soul Spearer should take him out. Certainly more than we needed to be thrown at him, but it's a stat. Blood Knights. Yeah, that'd be great. Imperial Acolyte, Imperial Sorcerers. There is a Noxious Blast. So I think we're going to take that. That feels like the right choice for us. I can't really afford anything else. Force shield is very good. Projectile that repairs all breaches in a target room and repairs 1 system damage, sacrifices their nearest thrall to repair 1 additional system damage. I also love this. I mostly love this for repairing life support systems. Because if you have a breach in a life support system and you don't have anyone with suffocation resistance, it's like pretty critical. Honestly, though, I think I'm going to pick up a force shield. We're not going to need it now, but we could use it a lot later. You are obviously going to get Noxious Blast. To me, that seems like a no-brainer. I also think that Real Talk... I don't know, man. I think this Servo Husk's got to go here. This Aberrant's probably going to go on engines. And you're going to go on sensors for now. Switch it up a little bit. Oh, you're right. We could have displacement missiled the chest. We do have displacement bombs. These guys are starting very on fire. So why don't we just help them out with that? Gorgathian Legionnaires are immune to poison. They're all immune to poison. But they are not immune to fireballs. And they're also not immune to their ship exploding. More importantly. Okay, what are we? Just Death Cultist ships in this sector? What's going on? Ghouls, ghouls, Apostles of Decay. Cannot man systems or extinguish, but immune to poison. You've got a corruption beam, creates corrosive gas, creates toxic gas. What's the difference? I guess corrosive gas does damage to systems. I feel like that's new. Are these guys immune to suffocation? No. Which does mean, theoretically, if I knock out their life support, and then steal their pilot, oh wow, you are so slow. Let's just interrupt him temporarily. What is my plan here? I feel like I'm not certain I have one. Guess we'll spew a couple more of these across. I like that the Noxious Dead spawn just like instantly. All right, this is good. Right, I can't control these guys. You're immune to poison. Everyone else is fine. No. Almost had him. Okay, you can just go there and fight him. $17 scrap. Ready to go? All right, let's just boogie. Apparently, we only have a shipyard to go to here anyway. Machine slave is nice. But also, with this ship, munitions are kind of critical. So I think I'm going to take munitions. Oh man, this guy is so slow. He's a very chunky boy. A fortress shield. Is a tool. Do I need the translocator? Giving this guy reduced DPS and stuff back here is kind of good. I mean, he's flying the ship, so I don't really want him teleporting. You detect an engagement between local defense militia and a cultist vessel. Let's attack the militia, seeing as we are blight boys. Stinky, dirty little blight boys. Unfortunately, these guys have a husk rack. Purified. That's no good. On fire. That's no good. I think I might actually just blow these guys up. Methinks that might be the better option here, especially if they have those husk racks. This is so many missiles. I mean, I guess we did just get that salvage. Computer, show me streamers, internet search history. Computer, blight boys gone mild. Stinky little filthy blight boys. Is that what you were searching for? Realize we might be able to do that without a missile. But, probably not. Probably a lot easier if we just shoot him. So we'll just do that. 6 munitions or a servo husk. I'm going to take the servo husk. 1,000 blessings upon you. If those thugs had won, it surely would have persecuted our unfortunate ill. Smother. Instantly extinguish nearby fires and create toxic gas. The stinky little blight boys. It's the build is coming online. Big shoulder pads. Let me introduce you to every 90s stylized medieval drawing. Right. It's a bit of a ridiculous DMCA. To put it mildly. What do you got? Weapon space, siege bombards, gravitons, claymores, hellfires, heavy flares. I'm gonna tell you, those are not what I wanted. Ripper fists. Heavy translocator. Teleports self and all nearby allied crew to target room. That's a good one. I could sell the translocator and buy a heavy translocator. Ooh, that's a good one. The incendiary missiles, though. I appreciate that it's only 25 bucks. Three deeps in large rooms. 3 deeps in small rooms. No stink bombs. Oh, a graviton is actually pretty good for us. If we're going to be poisoning everybody. Out of all these things, I think that's actually what I'm going to get. My biggest issue right now is if we run into something that stink doesn't work on. Graviton and burn. I guess let's put it there. System for 50 is 1 ammo for unlimited shooting. Oh, the siege bombard. Yeah. But we don't have weapons, so it's a bad. Like, siege bombard is really not good for this ship. We have 2 missile systems. Hellfire's not bad. I just don't think it's like good for what we're trying to do here. I'll say I don't think I'm gonna get the Hellfire either. Yeah, it would be an alternative, but it's an alternative that kind of still suffers from like the same problem, which is like, if the ship don't stink. Underwater, the ships don't stink. Deploy. How? Minus 30? Sorry, what the hell did you just hit me with? It did 30 damage to my servo husk. Radium blaster. Siege bombard offline. I'm just gonna blow him up, I think. Well, I don't know. I might just be able to kill him. Doesn't really matter at this point. More just about filling their place with poison. Yeah, you're gonna live, so. Oh, are you? Yeah. Save a missile. Ride a cowboy. Stinky. The Stinky's good, but we need more Stinky. I think I actually want to save the Noxious Blast because the Noxious Dead just die instantly and spread a ton of Noxious Blast. So what I should do is I should wait until the poison runs out and then hit him with the Noxious Blast and try to like cycle the two. You take 1 hull damage trying to escape. I definitely don't want to go through the abstract wound. Nor do I have enough money for crew. This guy should probably be on shields or something. Or actually, let's get him on engines. Transport vessel. That'd be nice. You only shower on Christmas. It's our holy mission to spread the Stinky. Attack the ordnance or the equipment transport. Let's go for ordnance. Stinky Boy Modeling School. Graviton Cannon and a Disruptor. Couple of dead husks. So I'll stink that system now that we've hit it with a missile. Those guys don't seem to be taking any damage. No, they are. It's just really slow. Stink butt. You know what would be really good? Is that enemy crew explode on death ability with Noxious Dead. Because these guys have a pretty short respawn, and if 3 of them explode and do 10 damage each, stackable. You know, there's something nasty to be had with that. I really don't need both these going, so let's get that missile going. Get those engines going. Give us a little bit of extra evasion just in case. Just in case in point. Could you not? I'm trying to slowly poison your entire crew for no good reason. You're making it very difficult for me to do so. Nine munitions. No shields too. Imperial on both edges. I want to avoid demon ships, so I guess we're gonna go Imperial. Graviton before boarding so they run slower to your babies. That's true. Planetary fortifications. Would we be good at that? I guess we have displacement bombs, so yes? What sucks is I'm going to miss both of those shops if I take the planetary fortifications on. But there's so much money on these. The mission select screen from Star Fox 64. A Mortal King. Retributor 3. Wow, okay. You could chill a little there, dudes. What's the cooldown on these? 30 seconds, 40 seconds. You're 8 seconds, shoot, and a 30 second. Oh, that's interesting. Quite unexpected, young man. I better soul spear that. Uh-oh. Oh, my sensors. Something sounds very on fire. Are you immune to suffocation? No, you are immune to poison. Damn it. Damn it. Oh! Something is on fire, he says. Is it your entire ship? God damn it, dude. These retributor missiles are absurd. I don't care for this fellow. Don't care for him at all. Get stinked. What? That's all the stink you're gonna get? Okay, vent these. I mean, his ship is way more on fire than mine is. That's for darn tootin'. See how you deal with this noxious dead. Now you have stink and fire. You're immune to fire, aren't you? No, you have 90% fire resistance, though, which is basically immune to fire. Tributor is one of the best weapons. Yeah, yeah. Without a doubt. All right, everybody return to stations. Let's get the hell out of here. That's way more damage than I would have liked to have taken. Where do we think we want to infiltrate? We may only infiltrate down here. This guy seems like the only reasonable one to do this with. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, okay. What was that shot me? It felt like a missile. It was just 2 thunder cannons at the same time. Oh, wait. You can get in there. Okay, there go my shields. Soul Spear. I think what I'm going to just do is this now. Recall crew. Take an insane amount of damage. Get a dark matter prism. And then leave. I really don't want to pledge myself to the Imperial cult, but I really do want a free repair. So I'm going to. Okay, you guys got to repair the oxygen. Get this damn place up and running. Soul Spear, Hull Integrity Patch, and a Dark Matter Prism. I'm just going to use that right away. Definitely want to get shields 2 up and running. Did you get so much money, or did you run away heroically? It feels like they kind of nerfed the planetary invasions, if I'm going to be honest. I recalled getting a lot more scrap from them before. Corrosive gases. We like corrosive gases. Stink, stink, stink. What are you casting? Soul Spear. Of course. Of course you hit the missile that's online. Slow these dudes down. Is that guy poisoned? Poison 4. Poison 3. Put another Noxious Blast in here. These are combat husks. They're like extra immune to being poisoned. So I think I'm just going to have to probably shoot these guys with a ton of missiles, unfortunately. Take the surrender. Ain't worth it. Kind of mess. Early sector RNG, yeah. Weird, because the ones you get in exclusion zone are way easier, but give way more scrap. We have reports of a rogue Imperial commander. We investigate. 22 metal scrap and a ferroplast vest. All right. I have nobody who can equip armor. Relics or armaments? I'm gonna go with relics. Husks on a techno cult destroyer. Okay. Damn it. Fix that up. I could teleport a bunch of these guys onto my ship, but I don't have any doors or anything right now, so it doesn't really seem like it makes a lot of sense. Let's just keep the poison going in this weapons room. And keep these husks as poisoned as possible. I guess it would be really nice if we could get a corrosive gas missile to combo along with this. Okay, that's good. We got them here now. Got him here now. Hey, what are you doing sneaking out of there? Well, my ghouls are just gonna rip your ship apart. I wish they could figure out how to go in through the same door, but too dumb for that, I guess. Temporal Shroud. Immunity to hull damage and system damage from any projectiles for the first 25 seconds of combat. Cool. Not very good against bosses, but, you know, against everything else, that's a pretty solid one to get. I am super, super, super far away from a shop, so... Upgrading our shields. It's a great early game module, yeah. Missiles. It's always missiles. Thankfully, it's also mostly psychers. Sneaky. I'll poison them down here as well if that's the case. Oh, I guess it didn't do any damage, but it still caused a breach. You better get out of there. This guy's psyker shield is real issue for me right now. Okay, I got their missiles down. I do feel like having some nice tasty borders would go a pretty long way here. Can he deal with that fire on his own? Probably. That can just be vented. That's a bit of stank. We don't mind a bit of stank. And then let's hit him with a little biggie 101. Slow him down. Take off that saber missile, put on your engines. Really hoping not to have that happen, but okay. Four hull integrity patches or a power field and 10 scrap metal. Oh, I guess I could give that servo husk an extra 10 HP. I kind of want the scrap metal more than anything else. Hull repair is more expensive. Yeah. Well, I'm also getting the power field there, but... You are right. It would be nice to just repair my ship. Yeah, right. You got your wish. Abandoned research facility. Entry to the interior section is barred by heavy blast doors. Power may be temporarily restored to the facility by reactivating the backup generators. No guarantee the security measures could be bypassed. 5 munitions to activate the backup generators. I mean, yeah. You restore power to the facility systems and open the blast doors, recovering the ancient technologies within. The first time your ship fires a damaging weapon during a fight, the weapon's base damage is doubled. Do missiles count as a weapon? Yeah. So you're telling me if I was to get like the big antimatter bomb that does 8 damage, 4 times 2 to a systemless room, it would do 16 damage? I mean, I like the idea of being able to skip the first phase of any boss immediately. Can't deny that one. Oh, a possessed scout. Let's turn on you. Let's turn on you as well. I don't know, these guys are going to do much good for me here, but they might. No, I didn't think so. Maybe that's crap. Keep your systems offline. Yeah, Noxious Blast's not going to do anything here, so... Right? Yeah. Alright, that's fine, whatever. Blast them! Save a missile. Use a soul spear. Ride a cowboy. Goodbye, demons. Skeletons debuff enemy damage so they counter fodder units like rod spawn. Makes sense. Imperials full of husks. I see. Let's soul spear you. Let's... I'm gonna Noxious Dead this big room. Feel like it'll get the most spread across the ship. Oh, they got Purify. Immunity for 10 seconds against debilitating effects. I don't think they can break my shields. I guess it depends on how long that ion shot lasts. Ooh, asteroid field. I might as well hit him with a missile. Mostly so that asteroids start picking them apart. Can't say I like this purify spell these Imperial scum are so fond of. Maybe not a good idea to lose my evasion here, but... come back online pretty quick. Soul Spear the shields again. Get another round of these boys. That felt more promising. I don't know if he's out of purifies or something like that, maybe. I feel like we'll do more than 22. Let's refuse this. It's an unfortunate breach. That's a very unfortunate breach. Those are my shields. You know what? I'm done messing around. Let's just missile you. Sorry, what happened to that missile? Did it just miss? I'm in an asteroid belt, man. Kind of need my shields online. Kind of need them online like yesterday. Oh, what are the odds of that, dudes? I'm dead. You're okay, boys. Let's get those shields up. Get that oxygen up. You'll be fine. There's O2 in that room. Get those shields up. Get those engines on. Get some sensors going, maybe. Perhaps you guys could repair the engines. Man, that close RNG was nasty. Can these guys repair? Repair speed minus 25. Cannot man, repair, or extinguish. Why do they have repair speed minus 25 if they cannot repair? I can't even go in this room now because I've summoned a bunch of rot spawn into it. Okay, thank God. That was absurdly foolish. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps to a shaman merchant. I need psychers. I need psychers really bad. We have a whole bunch of psychic abilities. Shoosh, man. How much did I get from blowing up that ship? I panicked so much that I didn't even see whether or not we got as much. I also did not realize that when those rot spawns expired on my own ship, they'd tox gas it. You arrive at an orbital colony in the midst of celebrating the overthrow of an Imperial governor. Let's join the celebration. 32 scrap metal and fleshy regents. You get poison, but not very much. Okay. You're immune to poison. That's a good note. Don't summon Noxious Dead on your own ship. I summon a hull patch. I believe I don't have room for any of this. I'm almost out of inventory space. We'll go here. Terminus band build waiting to happen. Right. I really want that Terminus band. You approach an abandoned research installation, encounter a solitary Imperial scholar. I require access to a crucial psychomancy held within, but the auto defenses are too strong. It is rare for the Imperials to request help from outside their own rank, but the scholar's desperation is evident. I mean, we'll try. You're in the midst of disarming the auto defenses when an Imperial warship arrives. None shall unseal the heresy contained within. What do you guys got here? Flaming projectile, flaming projectile, flaming projectile. Energy beam and a radium blaster. Cool. They can't break my shields. They can light me on fire. And boy, will they. Nox gas those weapons again, just in case. Pop an old saber missile in there. Should have done that at the same time, I guess. Put you back on engines. I guess this is going to be a psyker fight. Two guys dead. Fire in the weapons bay. Panic at the disco. Poison. Graviton. You guys are fire resist, but man, you're also not taking a lot of damage from that psyker ability. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to almost kill you there. You should die from poison now. Got him. The station was obliterated in the engagement and the scholar along with it. Great. Good job, everybody. I got a lot of scrap if I get past these Imperial destroyers. This is mostly husks. If ever there is a thing to fight with a bunch of poison weapons, husks is certainly one of them. Slow them down a little bit so they can't get there. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Drop another Noxious Blast in there. Keep beam and a bolt cannon. I don't think they can get through us anyway. Okay. That's the bulk of their ship. So I guess it's basically like we have until the temporal shroud runs off. Not even, like the noxious dead takes longer than that. I was thinking we basically get like one free psyker rotation. Who sneaks? Can't you just die? 10 HP. Depends when the enemy volley hits. Yeah, that's true, I guess. That's true. I'm trying to do this with like not burning through all my munitions so quickly. Stinky. Big stinky missiles. Immunity to fire. But nobody has any armor slots. So I'm gonna take the missiles. All right, give me some good psychers for the love of God. War cultists. Summon Hound. Okay, that's not too bad. Force Shield. Blood Spear. Force Shield. Purify. So you're the only one with a free slot. I could give you Blood Spear and Soul Spear, or I could give you Blood Spear and Stink Gas. Fireball's also top tier. Yeah, but again, you know, not quite with our build. I mean, I think I have to get this Elder Blood Mage just because he's, you know, usable. So I guess the Thrall Pit could be okay. Reduce enemy DPS by 1. Temporarily summon a Hound nearby. But do a funny thing where you do the Lady over, Hound, Graviton, Recall, Baby Spam to have 4 in a big room. You're right. She could use the Transponder. But I can't afford her now. Summon 9 fleshlings. Wow, that's so many. Shazbot. $15 HP on an Imperial Scribe, man. That's so bad. Did you want to know how big the room is first, or where the rest of the party is located? No, I want to cast Fireball. Great. Extinguish nearby fires and create toxic gas. So, like, this is not particularly good unless the character is immune to toxic gas. That's the problem I'm having with Smother. I think I'm going to give him a Soul Spear, and we're just going to have 2 Soul Spears and a Blood Spear. Sell that Prism. Keep the Regents. We could get the heal is the other option. And I could at least have the ability to heal my crew. TTRPG mean? Yeah. And then if I get a Thrall Pit, this guy becomes extremely good. The regen kind of needs thralls, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna give him a soul spear then. I'll take the repair, take the money. Tell ya, this did not as well go as I would have hoped. Heat beam and rad blaster. Okay. Wow, wow. Ah, purify. And psyker shields as well. Slow them down a little bit. Really like to get some of these tox missiles. Pa, 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 pa. How dare they cast another psychic shield? That is so rude. So absolutely rude. Keep them weapons offline. Keep that stank online. Ten munitions is a pretty good surrender. Ten munitions is nothing? All right. I'll take your word for it. I would disagree, but when you're running specifically a missile boat, especially for a hazard node, Stinky boys, come on out to stink. All right, now they're in trouble. This guy is trapped at the top of his ship and it's just full of toxic gas and fire. $27 scrap. Hit the Stargate. Blood cult sector. All right. Well, I guess that's where we're going. I did not start the fire. It was mostly the giant flaming planet. One might call it a star. Where does this Elder Blood Mage want to live? I guess he might as well live here. Gore Shrine, missile templates. I want missile templates. Gotta get them rapid fire fireballs. Hull Ripper Dose and a Retributor. Fireball, fireball, fireball. They got a husk rack on this ship. It does kind of make my life a little bit more complicated, but not a crazy amount. Interrupted. Boo. My doors? What? Excuse me? How did doors get destroyed by a single fire? I think we gotta blow this ship up. I think we're talking about missiling this. Oh my god, I can't fix any of my doors while that's happening. You know what? Why are you going there, bud? Immunity to hull damage and system damage from enemy projectiles for the first 25 seconds of combat. So that was a lie, because they blew open my doors. You can manually close it if the crew is there? Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know. I actually did not know that at all. Brother in Christ being real cheeky with these fireballs right now. Okay, guys, I'm really gonna need these doors online. Let's hit them with everything we got. Done. Jerkwads. Dumbos. Stinky butts. Save up for this missile shop. Only weapon damage is countered by hazards? I mean, I guess it was a psychic or something, I guess. I guess the psychic fire caused it. I just, in general, seem to disagree with that. War cultists have a fire aboard. Let's try to keep them on their ship. You are Soul Spear. You are Doom Effigy. Oh, I definitely don't want that going. TBH, don't think I have a choice. Oh, that's really nice, at least. The Soul Spears all get canceled by that. That's really nice. Give me corrosive missiles. Please give me corrosive missiles. Saber missiles, heavy disruptor missiles, siege missiles. Flare cannon, mag pulse, radium blaster. See, it's not what I needed, dudes. I mean, a siege missile is useful, though I would have rather liked the big antimatter bombs. Tactical exoskeleton. Can I put that on them? Does it count as a tool? No, it's armor. It's better than your ferroplast. The fires that do hull damage don't count as they're technically neutral entities, right? So foolish. I mean, it makes sense, but I think I'm gonna have to go with these siege missiles. Ah, you're right. It is 8 damage on the first shot because of the Reaper shells. I could switch out his ferroplast vest for an exoskeleton, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Extra 5 HP, move speed, and suffocation resistance. Nah. So if it's that long to the next shop, let's get a reactor upgrade. Let's get a second reactor upgrade so I can get both my missiles online. This is the one being worked by the Blood Mage, so... Upgrade my doors as well, just because we don't have a door upgrade yet. Join the fight against the Infernal Cults or against the Empire. Empire! A scribe has intruded on our ship. Yeah, unfortunately the siege missiles don't work so good if there's nothing to siege. I'll try to break their loading bay there. Don't use that Nox Blast yet. Alright, that's lots of good poison on him. Shoot. Probably should have saved that for the weapons bay. Again, yeah, it's just like these shields do not automatically come online. He's gonna load up. He's gotta wait for backup though? That's interesting. Okay. I just do that. Rather not lose all the parts of my ship here if I don't have to. Again, shields went offline. Didn't come back. See how the Noxious Dead do against this guy. He's only got one thing left anyway, so... Extra poison. What? What? My poison hit like the moment it was about to run out, so it just canceled? That's lame. I thought it would like stack and make the room last longer. All right, well, that should do. One way or another, he goes boom. Ancient Cytodrome applies 5 to 22 damage to all enemy crew at the start of every fight. So I'd have to replace his system for this. That's a lot of damage. First module is mid. Yeah, I would agree. This module seems very good. Let's scan for a big ship. A large Imperial warship. Ion tunneler and an energy beam. Siege missile. That didn't work. Because it technically is part of the last fight. Did you just get interrupted? I think you did. All right, let's just keep their weapons offline. I feel like it's not easy for that to knock out two shield. No, white chest are locked up. All right, well, my missile missed anyway. Siege missile will finish them. Little demons flying through space. 33 scrap, an extra 32 scrap, and a tactical exoskeleton. Well, now I'm really glad I didn't buy that earlier. So we're still very far away. Blood cult major threat. I'm trying to remember that shit. Voidwar fine in terms of any future DMCAs? They should be. I mean, you never know, but Games Workshop said like the only thing that we're upset about is the giant shoulder pads. Now, might they come back and change their mind randomly? Sure, it's possible. You never really know. But hopefully they don't. Ooh, that's a lot of blood priests. Dude. They could just kill my entire ship. They could just kill every crew member on my ship right now if they wanted. That is turbo nasty. Thunder cannon, storm cannon. Thankfully, they are spreading it out. Okay. 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 I guess they just cast it 3 times on him. What is she doing over there in that blanket? It's a very suspicious cat behavior. She's just completely buried herself inside of this blanket, I think. We'll have to see if she emerges later. It's a cat, yeah. Jared, take it easy, my dude. It's good. There's still FEL-like games, and then there's, I don't know, FTL with a fresh coat of paint on it. Yeah. I generally am of the opinion that this game stands pretty well on its own. Dude, this ship with this many casters sucks. Radium blaster, no. Having that many guys who just have, you know, kill your entire squad. Kind of just feels like it's a bit much, you know? Okay. I guess you're in charge of shields now. Didn't really take much hull damage, but you know, the rest. Not the old servo husk. Pretty sad about the servo husk. These guys only have 9 HP, so I'm gonna fire 1 siege missile and then just lob a bunch of other garbage into them. This guy's immune to suffocation weakness 250%. What? Oh, that's my siege missile. I'm an idiot. Excuse me, little skull. $35 scrap, okay. If I want to go for the major threat, I have to go to the ordnance expert. I'm not sure if the major threat is a good idea. given the fact of how many crew we have. We could go to the shaman merchant, try to pick up more psychers. Fireball, 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 fireball. All right, these guys aren't the worst. Should have loaded a displacement bomb in there. So many things on fire all the time. I am confused how that has managed to do that much damage that quickly again. Because that's the first 25 seconds of combat over. Brothers in Christ. Jesus, mother of mercy. Oh, my shields again. They got ioned and then they just stayed off. Really finding that to be like a stupid thing. Let's get rid of that siege bombard. See if we can get some sensors back up. Okay, they have like fire ripping through their ship, which is good. I only need to do one more damage here. Or just get him with the noxious. Yeah, he's dead. Boy, oh boy, man. Imperial strikecraft. Etheric gate. Teleport caster and Norbury allied crew to target room. Or assault rifle and 5 scrap. DPS and DPS in large room. We're about to go to a shaman merchant with a lot of money. Like if there's like a death knight here. That's potentially really good. If there's not, it's potentially a waste. Transport vessel. Is ready for that? I guess so. Prisoner or cult members? I want cult members. Oh, no, I guess I wanted prisoner. All right, shut that down. Is that their weapon system there? You have a Reaper beam and a siege beam. Okay, the great news is that my Cyto drone killed almost every thrall on that ship immediately. And the poison should kill the last guy. Damn it. Why'd you have to move like that, buddy? You gonna die anyway? Okay, you're fine. You locate a surviving cultist. He's terrified and pledges to serve your cause in exchange for your life. Except, of course, Blood Priest. Cast a projectile that deals 10 HP and spawns a thrall. Okay. That's good news. Because if I have that thrall, I can also save that blood spear so I can double cast it. Prisoners are usually really weak. Devastated planet in front of you. Imperial flotilla holding station high over the smoking ruins. Engine 3 allows us to quickly loot and leave. Another noxious blast and 40 scrap. Oh, this is a decision. I don't really feel like we're in a good enough spot to fight a boss. I guess is my biggest concern. I do 8 damage on an opening shot, but I've only got 28 missiles. I could buy shields 3, which would protect me from a lot of stuff other than missiles. But I have enough soul spears that I could potentially just like juggle that. You know what? Systems and ship armaments. Psychomancy crew contracts. Have I fought this boss yet? Maybe? I just can't remember. Like, I can't remember any of the bosses, to be honest. It's the necrophage. Oh, he summons an insane amount of things on your ship. Oh, would get destroyed by him then. We don't have the people for that. Demon cult ship hybrid, yeah. Like, the only chance would be if I managed to get those antimatter bombs that do damage to systemless rooms. I think the thing is like, I want to go to both of these shops. I do think I need psychers more than anything else. I'm in a blood cult sector, so I'm going to get blood cultists, which I don't particularly want. Let's check the missiles. Looks pretty bad. Siege missiles, disruptor missiles, heavy disruptor missiles. 2 of the worst missiles we could possibly ask for, and a missile we already have. Putrefactors, which do create tox gas. Well, I can tell you we're not going to fight that boss. Cast your nearby ally to target room. Yeah, like I could get a weapons bay and a putrefactor, but that's a really expensive. 130 just to get 2 tox gas. Screw my Reaper shell shot too, potentially. Weapons base damage is doubled. Okay, so this would do that would do 8 damage as well. Shield levels 3. Yeah, actually that's kind of what I was thinking about. None of this really interests me. Also get the shield recharger and leave. Never really used the shield recharger much. So I imagine it is good. I mean, kind of our thing is long-term survivability. It's busted. Like I am thinking like if we are tox-based, then having a bunch of extra shields is good. Because we're about whittling them down with poison damage. I could make an argument for that. I think I'll put it here next to the shields because this is a ventable room. Give it a point. Give our shields a little bit of room to take shots. Try to fight the boss. You're definitely double siege missiles, that's for sure. Effect duration is 10 seconds, cooldown is 20 seconds. That is pretty damn good. Effect duration is 20 seconds. Cooldown is 20 seconds. Does that mean it's always on? Or is it 20 on, 20 off, 20 on, 20 off? I guess that's probably what it is. Does look pretty busted, yeah. All right, I'm gonna try this. Giant necrophage, not dead, not quite alive, but the void has grown a tongue. Missiles with subspace rift warheads, 3-shot bursts, high yield projectiles, subspace projectiles. There's a chest. Wait. That's the missile bay. That's the one I want to target. They're guarding the shields, which, I mean, it makes sense for them, but it's not really so bad for us. Go with a blood curse. That gives us a thrall, which allows us to fire a blood spear. If it lives. Which it doesn't really seem like it's going to. It did. Let's shoot over here where they don't have all their guys. Obviously, I want to get that chest. The thralls want to be on my ship? For when it summons. Good point. Nice. 8 points. Big breach. I mean, if they're all their guys are just like standing there, they're not repairing anything. That does not look good. Get that blood priest the hell out of there. Get those thralls up there. Those missiles are not shut down, I'm just realizing. May revive his torso. Displacement bomb missiles. Okay. Not really what I was hoping for, but suppose I don't really have much of a choice. Ow. Okay, you need to shield supercharge. For sure right now. We're going to slow everyone on their ship down. Wow, you're taking too much damage here, dude. I'm on their ship now. Which, I don't know, could work? Didn't realize my Elder Blood Mage was over there at all. God damn it, dudes. Stop teleporting me. Doesn't really do anything for you. Damn it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to throw you down there. I'm going to just put you on the weapons. For right now, let's summon another round of dudes over there. A little bit dangerous of a choice, but I think it's still the right one. Because I think that's going to demon them. Stirring of unseen energies. Demon heart spawns. Enemy systems repaired. Enemy crew reinforcements. Okay, we're taking hits, but it's not too bad right now. We had the extra spot there for our shields. This could probably be cast right away, maybe. You're fighting skeletons. It's not going well for you. You're going to have to get out of there. Maybe you could go finish them off. Siege missile. Siege missile. Tell me that fired. It did not fire. God damn it. Zabrak right now is fighting that skeleton. Okay. This guy is on the shield generator. These missiles up and running. Don't die, don't die, don't die. You're gonna get hit with a big summon over there. I don't like that. Let's vent them. You know what? Go to the doors maybe then, if that's the case. Really, all I need to do is get this Doom effigy, or to Doom effigy. I need to get a couple siege missiles dropped. I mostly just need to buy myself time for that. You're gonna have to go. Okay, they just hit themselves with their own displacement missile, which is good. Did my siege missiles miss? They must have. What are you casting? Summoning 2 ghouls in the target room. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Interrupt. Okay, we're not out of this yet. 1 good missile is all we need. You are the last guy who wants to be fighting dudes. He's got like a 1 HP. I'm gonna blood curse the guys on my own ship. Get some thralls going here. Got it. Now I just need to not die. Servohus could be good at dealing with these dudes. 49 scrap metal. Vanquish the giant necrophage. Achievement unlocked. Devour. A gush of entrails and valuables pour from the creature's sundered maw. You snatch what you can before the rest liquefy in a cloud of bubbling acid. Thrice cursed reliquary. A bound necrolurch. Now that sounds like the right kind of thing for us. Or a heavy translocator. Let's get the bound necrolurch. You guys are having an awful time in regards to the suffocation situation here. But it could be worse. We got through that alive. Skin of our teeth, but alive. We got an extra displacement missile. I forgot we had like these fleshling regions. Not that I had anywhere to put them, but... Okay. I'm gonna put that one on a pretty big could be worse. Everybody back to your stations. And 60. 60, and I need 2 energy. But at the very least, I need 60 for that. We get a free heal round, which is great. Game card Drakkar crew. Open world bit 'em up with tactical orders. Ooh. Sounds fun. Desolate sector, war cult sector. Let's go desolate. Can't believe we got out of that. I am genuinely shocked. Decent bit of healing. Oh. Somebody's crawling her way out of the blankets. She's not sure what to do over there. Oh. Off on another adventure. Shaman merchant right away. 50. Nah, we got a lot of stuff we could sell too, though. That's a raider station. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We did skip the shaman merchant in the last area, and I wouldn't mind an extra round to heal. Raider necromancer costs 70, but summons 5 ghouls in a target room. Fear, noxious blast, drain strength. All right, well, first off, sell them the placement bomb. I only need 3 for that greater necromancer. I think I could do that. I mean, I definitely could. Question is just, what do I get rid of? You have summon 5 ghouls and you have a psyker slot. So I could get you smother, or I could give you a noxious blast. Noxious blast probably the better choice. I can also give you that Pharaoh plate. Part of me is thinking about like getting rid of this blood curse, but those thralls are kind of handy. Having some extra cash to repair right now would also be good. I think I'm going to get rid of the translocator. Buy the necromancer. Repair a bunch. I think I leave it at that. Extra 10 HP. Alternatively, I could give this guy 4 shield. What's the cooldown on this like? Cooldown 30 seconds, charge time 16. 5 ghouls. Ghouls can repair, if I'm remembering correctly. Love that we have this Necro Lurch. Can't man systems are extinguished, but can repair. Immune to poison. May revive his torso. Can't be controlled. So the question is like, do I give this guy 4 shield and give myself, you know, kind of a protective area? Like I could put him right here with a 4 shield and he'd protect that, and that. Have a bunch of ghouls on my ship to defend, fix any like major problems. Yeah, it's really hard to say. You know, I could also put like him and the white in the same room so that they're both immune to poison. And then we also have like shield protection. Ooh, that could work. Let's give him the smother ability. Nah. It's just I feel like the Noxious Blast is kind of what's doing so much for us right now. I'm gonna shield him. We're gonna swap some guys out. So you're gonna go in there, you're gonna go there, and you're gonna go here. Doesn't quite work, does it? If you went there, it might. He could go on the missile bay as well. That would definitely protect at least the 3 of them. All right, we'll try that for now. And we have $0 left. We have high temperatures, or we have an unvisited node. Let's go unvisited. See if we can make a little comeback here now. Densely packed asteroids. We've got lots of Imperial marshals who are immune to fire, but not immune to stank. Storm Cannon 1 and a Storm Cannon 2. So lots of shots as well here. I want to say let's just like completely fill their ship with everything we got. Yeah, especially because we do that bonus damage right at the top. Oh, that drains so quickly. Here's my thrall. I think. Siege missiles available as required. Those ghouls did not last very long. Oh. I've got to feel like the Terminus band would really come in clutch here. Little bit of extra damage. Okay, there we go. Here come the thralls. Here come the infestations. You kill him. Might as well keep that shield up for right now, I think. We have Return of the Cat. Wants to get herself back into the blanket. Gonna have to move her down here out of the way for a little bit, I think. Yeah, see, this is the only problem with Force Shield is now it's like Animate Dead is up, but I can't really cast it. I mean, that being said, this guy is for sure dying of poison right now. So I really just have to sit pretty. $23 scrap. Scribbity scrap. Give the people what they want. You briefly detect an Imperial vessel on scan without detecting you in return. The nearby ion storm masks your presence. You can gain the upper hand. Track the enemy with our improved sensors. It is caught by complete surprise. Again, mostly just Imperial marshals. Like, I could hit it for 12 damage instantly. Amelian, hello. How you doing, dude? Welcome on in. Guess let's just hit it with a whole ton of psychic shenanigans. I've really got to get shields, the next level of that shields up. Here are all my ghouls. I guess let's stay in there. Keep working on them engines. There's more thralls. Good. Does feel like it's working okay right now. The addition of some extra summons and stuff. Some extra stank gas. Which is good, because we are really not doing great on munitions. You know what? We really need to heal, so I am going to go through the shipyard. Just woke up and trying to get back into watching Twitch. Nice. Nice. Well, you know, we're always here. And you always welcome anytime. Planetary fortifications, systems, modules, equipment, or missile templates. Hard decisions. We have an escort quest for prisoners. That gets us 2 husks. You are full of blood golems. Immune to suffocation. 1 blood priest and 1 ritualist. Thrall pit. Where do you have a 4 hull ripper and a bolt cannon? I'm not even sure where to start here. So let's get rid of those weapons. Lots of stink on the ship. They've got a thrall pit, so trying to kill off their ship is kind of a bit more of a complicated play. We got some stank. Set up to do your taxes tomorrow? I guess it is that time of the year, hey? Can't tell if there's a module there. Life support, maybe? Yeah. So my siege missiles aren't really going to do a lot of good here. I really should have swapped those out earlier. We got stinky gas, that's fine. Stinky gas ain't no problem to me. Just a little stinky. Good infestation shot there. That's nice. Trying to get that thrall pit offline. Toss in a bunch of extra summons here too. Let's go over here. That guy will spawn something if we kill him. Yeah, I think actually getting the thrall pit offline is the most important thing right now. Oh, that worked. A husk and 6 scrap metal or 29 scrap metal. I think 29 scrap metal. I don't have a real crew. I just have a thrall. Oh. I didn't realize this broke. I'm not sure when and I'm not sure how. Okie dokie. Now. Alright, so I definitely can't go to the mechanic. The question is, do I do a fortification to go to the quest? $17 missiles. $73. What am I really in need of right now? Better missiles. I'm gonna get 2 crew from that quest. I could get anything from this planetary fortification. I could do a hull repair. But I tell you what I'd rather do is put a point into shields. Then I can tank the fortification a little bit better. Okay, we get hit by a random shell, lose a thing, but because we're a raider outlaw, we can demand reparations. 67 scrap. All right, well, that worked. That works pretty well. Cat, a vital success part of battle. I agree. This is nice. She's never used this bed before, so I'm glad she's figuring it out. Okay. I could obviously just summon a lot of stuff down there, but doing a bit of sneaky is smart. That's the deployment spot? Okay, that's useless. Altar of Blood, 2 DPS to all blood cultists. No, I don't think so, dudes. Tempting as that might be. $15 scrap metal. Those are both gene soldiers. You know what? I'm just going to displace this one as well. 1 munition. All right, that's not great. Chuck another displacement bomb down here. 4 scrap metal. And we're out. That was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was bad. Pirate frigate. As you engage the pirate frigate, your techno priest allies contact you offering assistance. Sure. We've deployed our combat husks to assist you. Well, that's kind of nice. We could put a bunch of other guys on the ship in the meantime. Start knocking out all their systems. Servo excavators, they've got poison resistance, but like, doesn't mean they're immune to poison. They also don't have any oxygen right now, which is super helpful. Enemy DPS cannot exceed 3. White, you can actually probably just go fight him. Along with the Necrolurch homie. Now we even have a Thrall. I like that he's trying to repair the oxygen. It's not gonna work. Not for long, at least, I should say. Eight. Oh, now you're out of O2. An ion tunneler. All right, well, we'll sell that. More loot for the loot gods, I suppose. We do have these fleshy regions, but I don't know what to do with them yet. Feel like the exclusion zone is not a great idea for us, so I'm gonna stick to Imperial sectors. Shamans, merchants. We'll go up to start. Imperial Citadel Fortress in this system. I mean, investigate it. Nothing of value. 74 bucks. I do want better missiles. I also wouldn't mind some more psychers, but I'm gonna get Imperial psychers in this place. I think I'm gonna go for the missiles. Got a bunch of cyber priests and a centurion. Yuck. We're just gonna steal the chest for the displacement, which I think will work. immune. Maybe it didn't work? I'm not really clear what just happened. Trolled. Wow, that fusillade just shattered my shield, my bubble, and my missiles. There's the Fugas. All right, let's shield boost. Chuck a noxious blast on these guys. Try to get rid of some of those weapons. Ooh, noxious dead down here. I do think I'm actually probably just gonna have to blow up this ship. I'm now suddenly realizing, because they have husks. And everybody also appears to be immune to everything, so. All right, that was a lot of heat, but surprisingly not that bad. We did break my shield charger, though. Okay. Now I somehow get the vault? Okay, I don't think that siege missile hit. This is chaos, dudes. I do not know what is happening on this guy's ship right now. I don't think any of my missiles have hit, though. Every time I hit, it's immune. That's what's going on here. And unfortunately, that is the only empty room. So I guess we'll just keep trying to poison them. At this rate, it kind of is feeling like the only viable strategy. Key. You're all right. You're okay. Okay, now my siege missiles can come through. And only do 2 damage. And then miss. Try to take out that engine. Okay, okay, all right, we're okay. We are still taking a needless amount of shots, but all right. I could have went better, could have went worse. Bit of a hodgepodge. Citadel Shrine. Investigate. Appears to be abandoned, but you get 56 scrap. All right, well, now we're sitting on some good money. Player missile, fury missile, graviton bomb. Siege armor, chrono field, siege claw, auto surgeon, launch bay, weapons bay. Oh, you really do not want to give me the missiles I want this game. Max repair. These all suck, dudes. I don't think a med bay is worthwhile for us. We barely have any damage most times. We're not boarding. I mean, we're boarding with demons. We're not using any weapons. Immune to suffocation could potentially be good. Like, I could put that on either the Elder Blood Mage, who has Suffocation 50. He's got the Exoskeleton. Or I could put that on the Greater Necromancer. Shield level 4. Munitions. By 5 munitions. I might just upgrade the engines a whole bunch. People on YouTube are always yelling at me that you don't need shields 4. The shields 3 is all you need. And I'm always saying, well, I like shields 4. It's really helpful. But the truth is that like engines do avoid missiles. Oh, there's shops for a long time here. I do have the shield charger, you're right. Which, I mean, I guess I'd argue means you need shields 4 even less. Because it's basically just an infinity button. To do that, I'm also going to give us autopilot. Just so we have a little breathing room on that. I guess I did need to repair with that shipyard there. I could have gotten that for free, but... Armaments, equipment, or captives? Techno-cult armada. Armaments have a chance of being better missiles. Captives is more crew. Could be anybody. What is it? It's an Imperial system, so it's probably going to be an Imperial captive. But, I mean, it could be literally anything. Problem with armaments is, like, it could just be a gun that we can't use. Captives is at least guaranteed. Even if it's an Imperial, I could still use it. I think I will go with captives. I guess I won't. Never mind. A group of miners have been dealing with pirates. They want to know if you'll help. Yeah, why not? Sure. Servo excavators. Triple thunder cannons. All right. Well, that's a take. That's certainly a choice. Looks like we also have the force shield. Yeah, these guys do not take a lot from poison. Their boss did, though. said, it does seem like we can just like psychically keep them strapped in. Chip away at them a little bit at a time. I like that we don't have to deal with shields on this run at all. Like, not even having the weapon system in the slightest. It's kind of refreshing. Timing, and that was off. No, it was perfect. Might as well keep them slowed. I mean, I'm about to blow up the vessel anyway. Just from psychic spheres. One down. Two down. 50 scrap. Resume your patrol? Yeah, why not? Another pirate vessel shows up. We have a couple of thralls we can use here as well, which is pretty nice. What do they got? Fugas and a thunder cannon. Keep that crippled. Keep it crippled, because why not? I guess I really should be going for life support more frequently. Like, it does kind of feel like some soul spears at life support would probably be warranted. Especially considering it does seem like we can juggle this enough to keep weapon systems offline without really too much trouble. So I think we're just going to blow up this ship. See if we can do it by saving some missiles. Get a few thralls on board. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, I just blow it up. Goodbye. Ha. Psyker ships are very fun in this game. A Storm Cannon 3. Really, really good gun. Of course, I don't have the ability to use it. I'll tell you, it's worth a lot more than an oxygen tank and 11 scrap metal. Especially when nobody has tool slots except for Apollo. Like, I would probably sell this for about 40 scrap. We also get 42 scrap just for helping. Systems module, missile templates. Let's try to get to that mechanic. Which does mean we have to go north. Disruptor missile, storm cannon, thunder cannon, storm cannon. Yellow. take that missile offline. But we did manage to avoid it. Whew. Thank God for the temporal shroud there. I'm debating whether or not I just fire a missile at this guy right now. But I think let's just hit the shield charger. We got a couple soul spears about to come up. If these guys had boarding parties, it would be a much different scenario on how I felt about this. I guess one of my soul spears missed or got... No, maybe not. I was like, I don't know. Calculation's not working here for me. What's going on? Chromic monitor. Homie must have some pretty good sensors here. Current power 3. Thunder cannon, fusillade, disruptor, thunder cannon, disruptor, missile. And he's got a siege bombard. My man, how you got that many guns running? One, 3, 2. All right, there's not that many people aboard their ship, which is good news. Oh, but they're huge. I tell you what, I might just siege missile this guy. He doesn't have a lot of HP. 2 siege missiles would take him out. Put those shields online. Yep. I might just be able to do like 1 siege missile and, you know, some shenanigans. Yeah, it tries to power up. Let's just finish it with a soul spear. Had to hit me right there, did you? Just rude. All my shields didn't power back online again. So I took about 20 missiles to the face. All right, if can we please just kill you? One blood spear. Thank you. God damn, dude. That guy did so much damage to me just then. How is our stink meta going? Pretty good. I'm getting caught out on some stupid things. They've made it so that shields don't like turn back online, which I feel like they definitely did before. But now they do not after you get ionized or they get damaged. So you really have to babysit them. So I might as well put him on missiles. Is this like RimWorld? I mean, every game's a little bit like RimWorld. Nerd, how you doing, dude? Playing the vampire story they had in the last DLC, wasn't paying attention? It's a good story, man. You receive a jumble of panic broadcasts originating from a nearby colony. Investigate. You realize massive riots have overtaken the populace. Imperial arbiters have been deployed to pacify the masses. You consider your options. Rescue civilians or fight off the arbitrators. Boop, 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 boop. I want to rescue civilians because they're probably cultists. Zarek is injured. Okay. Injured, but not dead. Can live with injured. Looks just like RimWorld, right? A lot better than the pain they added with the Archons. Ugh, dude. The storyline's brutal. Suddenly, an Imperial warship slips through the haze and begins to fire upon us. Again with, like, Sensors 3. What's with everybody having Sensors 3 in this area? You got a Retributor. And an ion tunneler with 3 shots. You're not the worst, but I wouldn't say I'm excited to fight you. You have a lot of crew as well. But your crew look pretty bad. Look at all my stinky boys. You're just gonna leave that room so you don't get poisoned to death. You're gonna pop a force shield. Oh man, these tech priests make siege missiling really complex and actually not worth doing. I mean, the good news is that there's corrosive gas in this system. Which I am mostly immune to. Bad news is, like, they have a lot of HP. Doing pretty well. Wondering if try to watch a movie or do an extra gym session. Well, you know me, man. I'm always going to vote for watching a movie, but... It's nice to get that extra session, though. Rat-a-tat. Trying to like fill their ship with corrosive gas is basically all I can do right now. Occasionally, maybe hit something. Get ion tunneled a little bit. Like, I could fire saber missiles at them, but they have so many of these protection things that I literally don't know if it would work. So I'm just going to keep stinking them out. It's the best thing that we can do. We certainly have the advantage of, like, being good at a noxious system. So I suspect eventually they're just going to be like, okay, cool, we're leaving. Like, power up the jump jets. Let's get out of here. Only do full body workouts every single gym as per leg day. I think that's the way to do it, man. Okay, now that there are less of them, I feel like I can do more damage. $34 scrap. No, you're almost dead, buddy. And we're pretty late in the game, so I feel like we can definitely get better than that. Over that air support. $37 scrap. Again, I'm not really seeing a reason not to accept surrender. Because it seems like every time they offer surrender, I get either equal or better. Skip leg day if I'm going to be snowboarding in the next 2-3 days. That's fair. That's a pretty big workout, though. You're really just delaying leg day. Why snowboard when you can pain board? Good argument. Good argument. Solid. Rift Bomb creates subspace breach, does 2 hull damage, saber missiles, claymore missiles. Again, not what I really want. I already have an ancient cytron. A reliquary is no good. Vault knives are no good. I could get a thrall pit, which would let me cast blood spear more frequently. I could also get a weapons bay, but I would need to power it to 3 in order to use this storm cannon. It's a good pain. It's a fine pain, a good pain. Honestly, dudes, I kind of think Thrall Pit and just like lean on the blood spear. Having some extra thralls on our ship would also help us deal with invaders, which is something I'm pretty concerned about. Storm cannon is great. It does fire 6 shots, but what I would require to build it is so much. Ask yourself, is the blood spear stinky? I think it's stinkier than a storm cannon. Rift Bomb is also a fun option. I could replace Displacement Bomb with Rift Bomb, and then I could summon demons on the enemy ship as well. And I like that idea. Because I don't really think I'm using this guy anymore. Pain is a bad rep. I can see how that'd turn you off from that. Yeah. My legs aren't fresh from boarding, then your boarding sucks. Much more likely to clap cheeks with some hard ice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with clapping cheeks. I think generally we're pro clapping cheeks around here. Yeah, I think this is the plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy a Rift Bomb. I'm going to buy the Thrall Pit. I'm going to sell the Storm Cannon. I'm also going to sell the Etheric Gate. And Smother? I'm going to hold on to this stuff just in case. I'm going to take a max repair. Like, we're going into the last zone, right? So I need 1 power to upgrade that, or just to run that, I should say. Rift bombs are really fun. Also, just because, you know, if we're flooding the enemy with demons already, these can flood them with a lot more. So We've been very lucky in that our life support has not been targeted by anybody in this game yet, but it often is. I think I'm going to just do this. Give ourselves an extra thrall pit. Give ourselves an extra life support. Anything else we get goes to engines. And then let's go finish Imperial Core Worlds. The Vault of Souls. We have one mercenary broker. Or we have a shipyard. Crew contacts, psychomancy. Imperial Core World, so mostly Imperials. I kind of think that the shipyard might be the better choice. Let's see how we do after the first fight, though. This guy is Radium Blaster, Retributor 3, and a Fusillade. Yikes. All right. I am starting to feel like maybe my sensors could use a buff. There's not a ton of guys on this ship, but they are big, bad, and potentially bougie. Let's hit him because I don't know what he's got. Interrupted. Nice. Okay, get some more stink going. We got another thrall, so let's just keep hitting those weapons. Basically, every time a thrall comes up, I'm just going to cast Blood Spear again. It's going to be the goal with them. Ooh. Tappa, tappa, tappa. That's not the best room to be on fire. In fact, it's a rather complicated one. Go for that, go for that, go for that. Cast another animated dead. Cast another poison. We'll vent this that way. Another blood spear. Another blood curse. Another blood spear. There can't be a lot of guys left in there. They're preparing to jump. Okay, let's go for the command here. No dice on that command here, eh? Tougher than I thought, eh? Well, that's why we got extra blood spears, so. Still not dead, eh? Wow, that command cheer is seriously putting in some work. Here we go. Did not stop their engines from charging. So they must have changed that. Ooh, 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 you're on fire. You're very on fire. Sorry, homie, get out of there. Okay, I am very on fire. You gotta get out of there, sorry. This is why we got the life support bonuses here. They've only got one more hit left, so I'm just a Bloodsphere. Two Doom Regents and 13 Scrap Metal or a Servo Husk. I'm actually going to take that Servo Husk. And then I'm going to just quickly repair all this stuff back up. Servo Husk, where do you want to live? Probably right here. We're going to put out that fire. Let that regen. And then jump. Giddy on up. Oh, these are big boys. Big boys.
How goes Battle Axe 40 million?
Pretty well. We're in the last zone. We got a lot of battles to axe, but, you know, that's what we're here to do. These battles aren't going to axe themselves. Hull Ripper, 1-2, Disruptor, Energy Beam, Displacement Bombs. Right, bro. These guys are immune to fire, crits fire on death. We got a bit of dodge on those displacements, which is nice. I'm definitely more worried about the gajillion weapons that they have. Oh, they have a siege bombard. I didn't even see that. You're gonna come right back. The displacement bombs are so funny because they're just like, well, you can recall your crew an infinite number of times at no cost. There, maybe. Hard sometimes to decide like where the poison hits. You get back on that engine, get us up to 30 evasion. I would like to get that number up if we could for the final fight. We're getting hit with a lot of ion shots here, which is keeping our shield in a not so good a shape. Go back there, go back there. We're gonna blood curse here. Missiles pass. Let's start doing that. Hit him with this, hit him with this. Want to get these shields back up, please. 31 scrap in the last zone. Take it. Not that I like it. But I don't want to take a lot more damage. Even with this repair station coming up. These guys are half destroyed. That's really nice. Super polite of them to do this for me. So we're just gonna hit them with everything we got. Stupid immune. That doesn't sound good. Storm cannon. Get those shields back up. Jelly Joel. Thank you for the 58, my dude. Welcome on in. Come on in, come on in. All right, I guess I'll hit the shields because everything else is invincible here. And I just got to do some bloody damage with this bloody mage. I would like to be taking their weapon systems offline, but you don't always get what you want in life. You go there, you go there. This life support here with like no good venting options. I don't love it. Let me tell you. Do not love it. There's a lot of things going boom, 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 boom right now. Oh, my engine. My poor little baby engine. What they've done to my boy. How do you like it if I shoot your engine, young man? Not very much, I imagine. Well, we killed them. We did get like rapid slapped there at the last second. Technically my own fault though. Did have a shield charge. Shipyard. Let's repair. That's why we came down here. One final node. One final fight. Imperial cruiser with hull ripper, twin disruptors, heat beam, and a thundo cannon. No idea what else he's got going here. Let's give him the old Johnny on the spot. Purified. That rat. Get you out of there. This is a stink level, which is good for us. We love our stinky boys. Okay, their entire ship is like these huge guys. I hate that also all the ships it seems like we're fighting on this last level, none of them have an empty room. So I can't just rip them apart. I mean, it's not to say I couldn't shoot rift bombs into them if I wanted. Miss. Just I guess I'd rather save the rift bombs for the final fight. Because I feel like we're gonna need them. Blood curse. Blood spear. Soul spear. Noxious dead. Animate dead. Other soul spear. What do you mean unmanned? You're not unmanned. Here we go. Get those back up. Get them charged.
You could expose them to horrors beyond their comprehension. Unfortunately, they won't get it.
Oh, that's really messed up. I bet I'd be super scarred if I had any ability to judge what I'm looking at. That looks like it would be really scary. The ultimate defense against eldritch beings. Attempting to flee. Not on my watch, they ain't. Go for the engines. Wow, so many of them are still alive. Got any more of those thrall spears? Tap, tap. Great. I don't actually think we took a hit in that fight. Okay. Final fight. What do we want to make money on? We got 120. I'm kind of thinking about the Thrall Pit. Just because that Blood Spear is putting in a lot of work right now. And I don't really have a lot of things that could target systems. Basically, I either upgrade the Thrall Pit or I upgrade engines. So it's, do I want like an extra bit of speed on that, or do I want like an extra 5% evasion? I could put a bump into the shield charger in case we want to focus on that more. I guess let's do that. Technically, I can take this off of life support because we don't need that oxygen most of the time. Everybody's in position. All right, dudes, let's do it. Necropolis Barge. You've got to be kidding me. Of course I'm fighting the ship that's immune to poison while I'm doing a poison-only run. Jesus, mother of mercy. All right. 3-shot ionizers, 3-shot volley, 4-shot missiles, toxic gas generator. Well, missiles are always priority target number 1. Ungoddamn believable. (16 times 4). I guess we could do 17 times 4 technically. 40, 50, 64 damage. I could just hit him with siege missiles over and over again. I was gonna do rift bombs, but I'm not so sure about that anymore. I know I want to hit him with 1 siege missile just because we do have the Reaper shells. All right, that's not too bad to start. They're gonna summon so many ghouls on me. So many goddamn ghouls. Gotta get these missiles offline, dudes. Hungerer. You've got a tactical exoskeleton and a soul spear spell. Big issue here is I don't have a lot of guys to fight. Be a lot of rot spawn back there right now. Okay, and they have an necrophage in there. Okay, those missiles are down. 3-shot volley, 3-shot volley that ionizes systems. Probably you're next then. Though TBH, I kind of think I need these thralls on damage control. I should summon Animate Dead on my own ship. Is what I should be doing. Nobody is working the doors. You got to get out of there, Everett. Taking all this poison damage. Best spot for rift bombs. Immune to suffocation. We're getting hit with so much poison here. I think their entire immune to poison. Their husks are technically not immune to poison. Let's try to get these missiles back down. I want to try to just delay them here so they take as much damage as possible. Troll pit takes a hit. Okay. Blood curse. You know what? You go there. You go here. Oh, the necrolurch is coming there. Okay. Try to take out those missiles again then. Missile bay destroyed, engine destroyed, enemy systems repaired, necrolurches on the boat. Missiles, shields, back up online. Just make sure to drop their health to 0 before ours drops to 0. I mean, we're doing okay in that department right now. But I am concerned about all these necrolurches spawning. I need that Elder Blood Mage to leave. I'm gonna bring you back to the engines. Oh my god, can you please take priority? Oh, if you alt-click, you can override priority. That's huge. Carcass. Becomes a carcass on death. Wow. Throw a blood spear. You're gonna have to get in here, and I think we're gonna have to try and chuck another soul spear in. You can't stay in that room, sorry. That room is gassed. Here's our shield charger. We are gassed again. These bloat mites summon gas on death, so you just gotta run. Traxur's having not a good day. I cannot get those engines repaired right now. You are a blood priest surrounded by tox gas. You're dead. There's nothing I can do about that.
Mustard.
Mustard. How many hours do I have in this? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, we're at Torment 10, which is when things certainly start getting a lot more complicated. Okay, so that's top missiles. No more. You need to come down here and help this necrolurch. So many rot spawn. My own necrolurch has started fleeing. This is really going downhill super fast right now. There are so many guys on my ship. Oh, we're toast. We are absolutely toast. Every single room on my ship has toxic gas on it right now. Except apparently this door room. What are you doing down there? Where the hell do you think you're going? Why are you going back through the poison? Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely falling apart on us right now. Goes my aberrant. That servo husk is going to die here. Yeah, we're just getting ripped apart. Missile, 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 missile. I got nothing. We got him. It's down. Real bad RNG going up against the guy who's immune to my main weapon. Real tough RNG on that one. Not really much you could do in that situation. Unfortunately. We had really terrible luck with missiles. Like, I never got any missile upgrades the entire game, despite going to a missile store, I think, like 4 times. We did destroy the major threat, which was cool. You know, we got that as a perk. But other than that, we just got donked in that final fight. I knew we didn't have a lot of guys on our ship, which is kind of why I upgraded that thrall pit, but when all of their guys spawn guys on death and also spawn tox gas on death, it's really, really tough. There's not a lot you could do about it. We had pretty bad modules as well. Like, our modules were like, you survive for the first 25 seconds. They're good for small things, but we never were able to get better modules as time went on either. Honestly, I would say like that was a good run that we just got RNG clipped on. It sucks, but it's life. Who do we blame? RNGesus. How much residence? 5,000? Not even enough for a new hero. Damn. I was really excited to try out the Oblivion Cruiser next, because it's all demons. And I thought this one would have been really cool. Obscene Organ, 1 DPS and 10 HP to all demonic units. Dude, I can't wait for that one. Ancient A. Well, I guess we'll have to try it with the mutants next. And go for boarding parties again. Because it feels like that's a possible run. We had a short run with the boarding parties, but then we just got we made some bad moves. I feel like you could do a raider run, especially if you ended up with things like flare missiles where you could do suffocation. If you get the right equipment where you like do extra damage in suffocating rooms, there's combinations you could do that I think the petroglyph would work well for. Especially where you start with the translocator, like the mutant can use that and then just get 2 weapons and he could just go in and do some serious damage. Canada? We can blame Canada. Yeah, I guess we'll blame Canada today. But that's going to be it for this run of Voidwar. Thank you so much for joining us. So we'll be back with a little bit more of this tomorrow. So tune back in. Until next time.